for like 4 minutes. Let me introduce myself and welcome you to the B Building Visual Arts Gallery here at South Texas College. My name is Alexis Ramos. Clearly, I am not Timothy Gonchoroff, for those of you that have met him. But I'm going to be talking a little bit about his work. And again, thank you for coming. Please sign in. We appreciate any comments you might have that we can share with the artist. And so welcome to Arundo Domestic. If you haven't read the artist statement, don't worry. I will be reading it to you for funsies. So let me start with introducing you to Timothy Gonchoroff, who again is not here, but by proxy I am. So Timothy Gonchoroff is a multimedia artist currently based in McAllen, Texas, here in the Rio Grande Valley. He was born in Brooklyn, New York, and raised in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. What his bio does not tell you is that Tim is a sculptor, but his parents are ceramicists, and he will not touch clay, even though he's like super well-versed in glazes, but he won't. So if you're his student, you know how adverse he is to touching clay. And so he was raised in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. He received his bachelor's degree in art history from the College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, Virginia, and his MFA in sculpture from Alfred University in Alfred, New York. He also has his post-bachelorate certificate in fibers from the School of Art Institute in Chicago in 2015. Tim was awarded the Fulbright Scholarship in the Arctic Norway region. Another thing that this does not tell you is that while he was there, he experienced cabin fever, because Norway is like always in the dark. And so while he was there making art and researching fibers, there's only two things you can do in the cold: drink and make art. And so he discovered that in Norway, that's all they do. He is currently an assistant professor of sculpture at UTRGV. For those of you that don't know, that's a college in Edinburgh right that way. And so, although Tim's not with us, we managed to track down a little bit of his process video, and we're going to play that for you now, and then I'll tell you more about his work. And then I might ask his students to say something on his behalf since they're here. Maybe I'll put them on the spot, maybe not. All right, here we go. Arundo domestic. This exhibition delves into the pervasive presence of Arundo donax, commonly known as giant cane or giant reed or Carrizo within the Rio Grande Valley. The fast-growing species has not only shaped the ecological landscape of the region's waterways, but has also become a dominant visual element. Historically regarded as an invasive species, Arundo donax is typically seen as a harmful weed. However, this body of work re-examines its role and potential, offering a perspective that blends both functional and conceptual interpretations. By situating Arundo donax as the primary material, this exhibition draws on the ethnobotanical history of the plant, from its ancient use in Mesopotamia mudhif structures to its continued application in crafting reeds for musical instruments like clarinets and bassoons. Arundo donax has long been integrated into human practice. This exhibition therefore challenges conventional understandings of invasive species by reframing Arundo donax as a material with deep cultural and utilitarian significance. Through the exploration of stools, benches, and other functional objects made from this reed, the viewer is invited to reconsider the often simplistic narrative of invasiveness, which reflects an idealized view of the environment that overlooks ecological complexity. These pieces, while functional, serve as provocations for viewers to engage thoughtfully with their surroundings, both as art objects and as commentary on ecological adaptation. And so that's a little bit about his process. I do wonder if he got permission or if he just like guerrilla de-weeded the valley, you know, because there's a lot of weeds here. And so before I let you go drink our coffee and our fantastic pastries and answer any questions you might have, by the way, our pastries were made by the culinary department. They're students, so we really appreciate them. I'm going to read you a letter from Tim himself by proxy. Dear students, colleagues, and friends, I am extremely grateful for everyone who has come to see my stick, furniture, and installation. And while I can't be here because of some stupid germs, please know that it means so much to me that you are here. My interest in using plants as materials goes back to my childhood of living in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, where I would be exploring the forest surrounding my home. From finding patches of wild orchids to avoiding, sometimes unsuccessfully, poison ivy, the flora that surrounds me wherever I go is continuously inspiring my work and forcing me to explore new directions. From building sculptures from the buckthorn wood in the forest surrounding Chicago to extracting dyes from Japanese knotweed during my MFA exhibition in Alfred. Invasive species have been a constant source of inspiration to me. This exhibition is the culmination of about 3 years of trial and error. Finding ways to build with Arundo donax. While there is still more to explore with the plant, I hope that this exhibition offers a different perspective to something we see every day but often overlook. I hope to see some of you in the future sculpture classes at UTRGV, and it means the world to me for your interest in my work. Thank you, and I hope you have a great time, and feel free to reach out, stalk me on Instagram, ask me about my cat. Sincerely, Timothy Gonchoroff. He does have a cat, and he didn't say that last part, but you're welcome. You now know he has a cat. Yeah, if you have any questions, you know, he did a wonderful workshop. He talked about the potential of Arundo donax as a glaze. So for those of you that are ceramicists, for those of you that are sculptors, there's lots of different types of art. Art is not in a bubble. And so finding ways to combine both form and function, I think that's all we do and all we're here for. So thank you for coming. Please raid the coffee, enjoy some snacks. And again, my name's Alexis Ramos. I'm the current gallery director coordinator. I don't exactly know what my label is, but I have one. All right, y'all have a great day.